Welcome to this podcast. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet and welcome you all to 2011. The State School Teachers Union is engaging in the 2011 budget process. While we've always worked to bring additional resources into schools for matters such as class size reduction, professional development, curriculum, support materials, etc., during agreement negotiations, we see the budget process as another opportunity to ensure that our schools are adequately resourced to cater for our student needs. It is our intention to prepare and submit a paper to Government calling for additional resourcing to support the education of students at risk in our schools. This position paper is designed to stimulate discussion in the community and to draw thought, comment and data to assist in the development of a final document. The SSTU and our members are strongly committed to providing rich educational opportunities for our students at educational risk. These students are amongst the most vulnerable in our communities. Students at educational risk are in our schools in increasing numbers. Too many students at educational risk do not fit within the current guidelines for additional support. Teachers and administrators in our schools are conscious of this and frustrated in their efforts to craft programs, provide individual attention and find resources, or even to get an initial diagnosis for a young student in obvious distress. Students at educational risk consist of children and young people with intellectual and physical disabilities, confronted by mental health and well-being issues, struggling to engage in socially appropriate ways, suffering from fetal alcohol and drug-related in utero damage, coming from dysfunctional families, having language barriers, requiring support to extend and realise their gifts and talents. In order for teachers and administrators and school communities to fully and effectively support our students, your children, faced with these challenges, additional and targeted supports are needed in our schools. In Australia, the level of expenditure on education by our state and federal governments is about 26th out of 28 in OECD countries. This really is a shameful state of affairs. In the SSTUWA 2011 state budget submission, on behalf of the students at educational risk in our school communities, we will be calling on the Barnett Government to add new and additional resources targeted at this group of students. Most definitely, in these monies, we will be challenging Government to recognise the extent of need and to broaden the definition of students at educational risk. Parents, teachers, administrators and community groups are invited to consider the SSTUWA position paper, A Future for Every Child, Funding for Students at Educational Risk, and help us in formulating our final paper. Our teachers and administrators work hard every day to assist their students at educational risk. They know that they can do even a better job with more appropriate levels of resourcing directed to schools. Our teachers and administrators work hard every day to assist their students at educational risk. They know they can do an even better job with more appropriate levels of resourcing directed to schools. To assist us and comment on the position paper, go to www.puttingourkidsfirst.com.au. Commentary can come in until the 15th of February. We welcome your comments. Thank you, members.